Greetings. I'd like to take a few minutes and talk about an article by Professor Melanie A. Taylor titled A Comprehensive Study of Mass Murder Precipitants and Motivations of Offenders that is published in the International Journal of Offender Therapy and Comparative Criminology, Online First, 2016, pages 1 through 23. So, there are multiple motivations for mass murder. And in her study, and she had a pretty large sample, she found that there usually would be a clear motive, and these included relationship issues, mental health issues, criminal motivation, emotional triggers, and financial issues. Although there were often multiple motives among the mass murder offenders. In regards to the relationship motive, the perpetrators were more likely to have lower rates of murdering an acquaintance or a stranger and lower rates due to mental health issues, and were also less likely to commit mass murder due to another crime commission, but were more likely to commit suicide. Now, those that had mental health issues as the primary motivation, we saw that they had a higher rate of victim injuries and deaths. In other words, they harmed more people and had higher death rates than the other offenders. But they also had lower rates of being motivated by relationship issues or the commission of another crime. The crime-motivated offender had greater victimization of non-relatives, and of course their primary motivation was the commission of another crime, and this type of offender did not commit suicide. The emotionally triggered offender is more likely to kill victims with different types of relationships to the offender, and also had higher rates of relationship issues than some of the other types of offenders. The financially motivated offender was more likely to be older and female than the other type of mass murderers. And for example, 15% of the females, or 15% of the mass murderers were females in the financially motivated murder category. They were more likely to kill people they knew and also had a relatively high suicide rate. And so the main takeaways from this study, and to quote from page 18 of Dr. Taylor's study, only 30% of offenders in the current study were identified as having either a confirmed or suspected mental illness. And end of quote. And this basically is counter to media presentations, which really policy-wise means we may want to focus on what happens with triggering events and how we can mitigate some of those, and also that some of our current policies may not coincide with the research findings. And so we need to reconsider how we conceptualize the connection between mental illness and mass murder, and also we need to take a closer look at weapons used and mass murder. So we still have a lot more work to do in this area. Thank you.